been here for quite a while.
Yeah.
I do enjoy how he answers the message every single time, though.
I just want to be like, so if you're not coming anymore, should we just remove you from the chat? But I think he likes trolling, so I just let him do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's Terry.
Yeah, exactly. So, last time, you guys worked your way across the shattered remnants of El Tyrell, which is hanging suspended over the river Styx in the first layer of hell, aka... Wait. Yes. No. Ninth layer of hell, aka Avernus.
Yeah, it's less scary when you say it like that.
I know. I had to count. Wait, they count which way again? No, it's the first layer. Haha. First layer of hell, which is Avernus. See, this is what happens when I don't refresh myself before Ascension. And yeah, you guys worked your way towards what remains of the High Hall Keep, which you heard rumors as you worked across here and there is where a somewhat sanctuary / safe place / possible bastion of safety in the war-torn and as of yet not invaded necessarily, but definitely devastated El Tyrell. Upon reaching the High Hall, let's see, I think I've actually got a cool description that I can read for that. I do. The Clifftop Castle was once the crowning architectural jewel of El Tyrell. Only 3 of its 5 watchtowers still stand, though they appear abandoned. The wooden gates that once led into the castle grounds have been shattered, leaving a gaping hole in the wall. The west side of the castle has been reduced to a pile of smashed brick and broken wood. The surviving buildings are blackened by soot. At the center of the castle grounds, the High Hall Cathedral still stands defiant. And basically, you guys have reached what was the outer walls of High Hall. There's a big old courtyard ahead of you, which I guess I can reveal that a little bit there for you. As you work, I don't know if you guys are zoomed in or not, but I'm revealing little bits about the place where you have reached. We'll just go ahead and do that. It'll be fun. And that's where you guys are.
So, we're here.
Yeah, it looks like someone got here before us.
I think they're still
here. I forgot. We were actually expecting the Devils to already be assaulting this position, right? It wasn't...
Well, I mean, yes. I think one of the Devils may have mentioned that they were ensuring all defensible positions were removed from the equation for their eventual invasion, which is currently forestalled due to the conflict below with a abyssal incursion from the River Styx.
Right. Do we see any sign of life in the courtyard or guards or anything?
Throw a perception check for me.
Can Slobber Chops give me the help action so that I can get advantage on this?
Sure. He's an observant fellow.
So 13, because I have a shitty perception.
Slobber Chops' contribution is that this place smells, by the way. There are, I will, Davari and Fortunato can definitely see that there are human bodies strewn about, some under the rubble. It definitely appears that whatever took out the, we'll say, western side of the High Hall looks like a giant meteor, just exploded into that, larger than a catapult per se would be able to hurl. So there's debris and rocks and smoldering craters everywhere, a couple bodies strewn about, but nothing living that you've been able to identify as yet.
See, if they'd kept the vampires, this would have never happened.
Mm.
All right. Well, let's go poke around.
Yeah.
So you guys are entering the courtyard?
Yes.
Okay. Are you entering in any particular manner? You forming up a formation? You just kind of breaking off and doing your own things?
Let's see. Was Fortunato? You had actually were the one that had been here before, correct?
Yes, I've been to the city.
Okay. To the city. All right.
He probably has not been in the high hall itself, per se.
Probably not, but I mean, not on purpose. There was that one time, but it was a misunderstanding. So
Well, I recommend we head to the tower that is still standing as though it was a beacon of hope.
That would be the High Cathedral.
Yes.
Or High Hall Cathedral, sorry.
Is that this one over here?
No, it's actually the central building with
Oh.
the blue roof. It's not actually a tower, like it's a chapel.
It's a trap.
Remember,
You,
El Tyrell was a theocracy. They were very wholly centered around the good gods. Torm, I think Tyr's dead by now. I'd have to look. Definitely some Torm action in there, though.
do you want me to scout ahead a little bit up to the doors?
Sure.
He says as he looks up and down her armor.
Hey, if you want to do this stealthily, I'm going to have to hold back. I am loud as shit, and I'm a total klutz, and I trip over my own feet.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna.
Very nice.
Up down.
You move very stealthily through the rubble.
So yeah, I'm looking for trouble. Not looking for trouble, but
I'll need a perception check from you on that as well, unless you want me to go with your earlier one.
no, that's fine. Unless you want me to, I don't care.
I'm giving you the option if you'd like to roll better or if you'd like to
I will
stick
roll
with it.
better.
Or roll
I
worse.
did roll better.
Look at you
Yeah.
rolling very better. See,
Shane
I am
expected me to.
never say
Shane
that I
expected
am
me
not
to
a
cheat there.
generous DM, okay?
He was hoping you failed.
No, I'm actually quite happy that he saw this.
I mean, he killed me before, so.
Right before the outer gates of the outer courtyard of the chapel, or of the cathedral, it was hard to see them because they're at the top of the stairs and laying down and are about the same color. There are two quadrupedal shapes that are laying down. They don't appear to have spotted you. They definitely don't look human. And I'm also going to say that with your perception check, the edifice of the cathedral, what used to look like two large statues of paladins, like built into the pillars type thing, with like the shield in front of them and looking all holy and dominating, they appear to be kind of flickering, like flames kind of dance across the stone oddly, and like the edifice itself seems to like warp and then go back to the paladin. Like something is trying to warp the facade of this cathedral right now.
Okay. Can I attempt to perhaps a religion check to determine if maybe that's a property of the plane, or would it be
Sure.
arcane to see if somebody's trying to actively do something?
Roll for it.
I mean, same modifier either way.
I don't think that there was actually a DC given for this, so maybe I can just tell you what I want. Let me say here. Nope, does not have one. You would definitely say that there is some kind of force trying to break the connection that the patron god or deities of this cathedral probably have right now. You don't know
Okay.
how or what would be able to cause that because, you just don't.
Okay, I'm going to go with my first guess. Property of the planes.
Property of the plane.
And the critters over laying down,
Mhm.
where are they on the map, roughly?
So looking at the entrance, they would be near the left portion of the entrance. Like if you were stealthy and came in from the north, you guys could probably get past them. Maybe.
Aren't we coming from the north?
Yes.
What entrance are you talking about?
So if you're looking at are you zoomed in on the map at all?
Yeah.
Okay, so the cathedral is the bluish building in the center of the courtyard, right? There are what looks like a porch kind of on the front of it. Yep.
Okay, I thought you meant they were laying by the gate.
No, so they're in front of the cathedral itself, laying near the southernmost, what looks like a pillar to the porch type thing. But that's actually at the top of some stairs. The picture's not a great one to work with here. Actually,
Right.
I'll just go ahead and move you over to the actual map. How does that sound?
That sounds awesome.
And then I shall make those creatures visible since you found them. This map uses layers, so we know how much I love it when that happens. If you guys want to put tokens, like in the upper right of this map, you can. Totally up to you.
Wow, the scale on this map is huge. Okay.
Chester
Really?
just likes it
People
big.
suck. That's what she said. All right, why are those not on? Am I not on the right layer? It says that I am. Okay. Oh, wrong tool. That's why. I will say, oh yeah, and there are also 2 dead bodies at the bottom of the stairs.
And can I get an idea of what the critters are? Are they fiendish looking, or I probably keep sneaking up this way?
Okay, so if that's just where you are, from where you're at, you would definitely have to get closer because they're at the top of, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That's a 40-foot stair incline going up,
Any noise coming from them?
not from where you're at. That's pretty far away.
I'm sorry, are they slightly dog-like? Is that what I'm saying?
I said that they are quadrupedal and colored similar to the stone upon which they are laying.
Okay. So,
But right now, only Fortunato has seen them.
right.
So,
All right. Well, I want to get a little closer look before I tell them, so I will, like, creeping low up the steps, get to that step.
you want to roll me another stealth check there, sir?
No,
Do
since
it.
you offered.
I'll roll it for you. Okay. I shall say that they do not appear to be reacting to your presence at all as of yet still.
Can I get a good look at them?
They definitely appear to be breathing. They look to be, let's see if I get a size on these things or not. They still classify as medium, so they are not quite tiger size, but they are quite large. Let me see if I can get you. Oh, that's going to tell you what they are, though. Boo!
Go ahead, tell us what they are.
I know.
Well,
But you don't know what that means.
but you don't know what that is. I want to do it.
I assume it's derogatory.
You guys got the player handout? Yes?
Yep.
All right. Well, I will even more cautiously backpedal.
Whoa, puppy. Would you like to give me one more stealth check as you retreat away?
No,
Because,
why do you keep asking me that?
well, eventually you're going to roll under 20, right? Okay. You pretty sure you got away clean.
All right, I'll hightail it back to the crowd. Hey guys,
Yeah.
there's a couple of guardians on the steps.
What type?
They've got some kind of dog tiger monster things.
Did the
I can
puppers
get a
look
really good
capable?
look at them.
Okay, well, are they like hellish creatures, or are they like the people that lived here's guardians?
So they didn't look like dogs, did they? I'm assuming that they were. Yeah.
Do you need the handout again?
No, I know.
Okay.
So they, they were laying down, curled up. They're kind of four-legged, doggish monster things.
So dogs. We're dealing with dogs.
Fortunato, are you scared of dogs? Because, I mean, if that's a thing, we do need to know. Because people in the city did keep dogs as pets.
All right. I wouldn't say that I'm scared of dogs, but
Inside
there
check.
was an incident. I was stationed early on in my Harper training with this college of wizards, and they thought it was real funny to pull pranks. So I've had bad experiences. Anyways, I mean, maybe we should lure them over here or something, because, I don't know, a fight out in the open, I don't think we can get past them.
Okay, well, why don't you guys position yourselves then? I'll be bait, because I'm not going to be able to hide anyhow.
I mean, I might be able to get... I think those of us not so encumbered with metal bits might be able to get closer to them.
Well, I was thinking maybe if we hide outside the gate here, I can create perhaps a tantalizing smell to lure them over.
Tantalizing smell.
Yeah, I can prestidigitate up some steaks or something.
I could probably, like...
Slobberchops once asked, can Slobberchops talk? Damn it, I wish I knew. Why don't I know these things? You know what? Lulu says to Davari, she's like, if he can make it smell better, why didn't he do that when we got here? This sulfur smell is horrible.
For future reference, Slobberchops understands common but can't speak.
Cool. Then I didn't mistake myself going with Lulu.
Davari will tell Lulu, well, Lulu, considering that, the sulfur smell is probably hiding your presence, that's part of the reason Fortunato has not done anything like that.
Yeah, and no more trumpets.
Yeah.
Absolutely no more trumpets.
No trumpets.
Lulu looks crestfallen.
Don't worry. At some point, they're going to retract that because they're going to need trumpets. And they're going to be like, hey, remember when we told you no trumpets?
We lied.
Now is the time.
Hang in there.
Yeah, I think actually it says, I think the current rule is no trumpets unless Davari tells you trumpets.
Wow, you guys in rules. Anyways, so yeah, let's take out murder positions on either side of the gate. How wide is the gate?
The gate to the actual courtyard back
Yeah,
where the
where
keep.
we are.
I think I want to object to your murder positions. It's not murder positions. It is defensible positions. We need to get to defensible positions beyond the gate. I don't believe that we're
are you a
murdering
Harple?
anybody.
You weren't trained by the Harples, were you?
No, I object to the term murder. We are simply liberating the internal fluids from living organisms.
If some kind of dog from hell approaches me, I am going to murder it. Oh, I don't know.
I'm not
If they are.
entirely convinced these dogs are from hell. That they might just be in hell.
They might be chihuahuas. I mean,
They might just be dogs. We don't know. We didn't see them.
Yeah.
So what's Fortunato trying to do?
make Mari
so-
smell like a pile of steak.
I'm going to cast inside the gate. I'm going to throw out a prestidigitation of some delicious smelling, inviting raw meat.
I need you to roll an Arcana check, please.
Uh-oh. Is there something you didn't tell us about this place?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't usually know what I'm talking about either.
So the smell that you create is more like rancid, disgusting, rotten meat.
Well, let's see how they like that.
It's also not a whole lot of a breeze, so we'll see how all that goes for you.
Well, give it a try first. After that, we'll try cat noises.
I mean, we could try to play fetch with them if we have like a rock or something. We could do something with that.
Okay.
You know what? If they're hellhounds, just give me a second. You guys hide. I'll go ahead and take out my censer and some incense, and I will gently start singing one of Lathander's poems while lighting the incense and swinging it back and forth, so the incense itself starts wafting around.
I'm not entirely sure you need to be the bait, Davari. You do realize you're the only person that can heal any of us, right?
What are you talking about? You guys can heal, can't you? That's the easy part of this adventuring stuff.
So I'm gonna put this out there for you. You guys, at present, the closest one of you to the one that the Hellhounds is 160 feet
Oh, I forget about the scale.
plus height. That's just like a straight out,
Mhm.
like straight as the bird flies line. And there's not much in the way of a breeze. We'll
Okay.
call that a free survival pass for you.
Okay. Davari, let me use that incense. I'll see if I
Do you
can't.
remember the song? I know you attended a couple times with me just for research purposes. Do you remember the song that goes with this particular thing?
No, but honestly, I'm just going to try to distract the dogs. I'm not sure a song will help.
Well, if they're hellhounds, then a heavenly song should attract them. They'll want to like murder whatever it is, right?
I'm sure they're going to want to murder it, whatever.
Yeah,
If
honestly,
they're
just
chihuahuas, though, they're not going to care about the song or incense or anything else. They're just gonna
I'm just.
listen.
Alan just
can I
wants to
borrow the
walk up
sensor?
there
I
and just
have
see what
a
happens.
really stupid plan.
Okay.
Okay, I actually have to look up a spell, so I'm not going closer than I have to.
Did we just let our wizard be the bait?
Um,
I thought I was supposed to be the bait. That's like my job.
You are way too stealthy to be the bait on that one.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to stealth to here.
Okay.
And drop the sensor. And back up 60 feet.
I'm gonna need that stealth check too.
Okay. I'm not great at this, but
You're better than you think you are today. You are feeling especially motivated to be stealthy right now.
I'm going to back up all the way to here. And I'm going to cast catapult on that sensor. And make it fly 90 feet. So it ends up... Oops, not what I wanted to do. That smacks that one right in the face. Chester?
You gonna roll the attack or something?
It's not an attack, it just happens. Chester has to make a dex saving throw.
We lost him. Dang it.
Isisaba.
Let's come up with the story while he's gone, so we all are on the same page.
I can just pretend it's attack roll, and we'll just roll the dice a lot until I hit a nat 20.
Dang it, my sensor is not going to be any use for incense anymore.
Yay, there's people again.
Woo!
Yeah, but your sensor is going to be basically a grenade that I just.
Yeah, I heard the word catapult right before you made a goofy face.
Yeah, so I'm catapulting it towards
Gotcha. Let me bring
that
up
one.
one.
So it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right, give me 1 sec to bring the. I had stuff open to use for when things happen. And I had something else. Oh, I just had the Hellhound option open. That's right. And you're not actually trying to hit anyone. You're just like punting it a distance up to where they would be able to see or smell and hear, right?
I mean, it still has to make a dexterity save because I'm occupying its space. It ends on its space. So
Okay, so you are aiming for them. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. The one that's closest to you.
no, the one that's past me.
So the
From an
furthest one.
angle perspective, I can't hit the one that's.
Gotcha.
I calculated angle and height, and I can barely clip that one.
Okay.
That's down on the ground.
Very well. You said a dex save.
Yeah.
He rolled a 10.
Yay!
So does he
Good.
actually get hit by this and take damage, or how does that play out?
Yeah, he takes. So you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as the sensor flies 90 miles an hour.
Okay.
And then whatever happens when it gets hit, any other effects that would normally happen if somebody got hit in the face with a burning sensor, except they're hellhounds, which means they're probably immune to fire damage.
Yep. They, in fact, are, but
Those
your
are
characters
hellhounds?
don't know that.
They still might just be regular dogs.
And Davari seemed like definitely like this thing will hurt devils. So I proved her right.
They might still be. Oh, he's back. Nope. Hello? Are you guys there?
Who are you missing?
We're here.
Maybe? Oh, sorry. Scott went like a ghost, and then I lost audio. So, good times.
Good time.
All right, so what'd you say?
Oh, just I was just saying that the Davari seemed convinced the sensor was going to hurt devils, and I just proved her right.
Yep.
Okay.
I am
Well, there you go.
removing the sensor from my inventory because I'm pretty sure that destroyed it.
Well, if not, you'll have to find out later. But for right now, you can probably see the reaction of that hellhound taking your sensor to the face. That thing leaps to its feet, turns around with a snarl, and snaps at the hellhound behind it. Because he rolled a 2 on his intelligence check before Scott went off, and I lost audio. And like his hackles are raised, and you can see the other one kind of raise up too. The other one's a little bit taller, or is on a higher step. It's kind of hard to tell from your angle, or both. And they're both kind of just looking at each other with their cackles all raised, and you think you might even hear some growling, and then they kind of stop, and they both turn and move towards where you assume the sensor landed. So we'll go ahead and say he moved down to here. And he is now investigating the sensor that hit him in the face.
Well, that worked out better than I thought. Actually, than I thought I would.
It smells like holy fangirl, by the way.
Holy fangirl?
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. I've never really sniffed a fangirl to know what they smell like.
Yeah.
A holy one
I'm
too.
kind of a big deal, but I don't really have a lot of fangirls, if you know what I mean.
Especially holy ones. I don't feel like.
Like naughty ones, okay. They smell like cheap perfume usually, but holy ones, woo.
I mean, I guess you could kind of just, that'd be a really weird way to refer to a nun.
Yes.
And Louis, can I please have a perception check from you?
Oh, I'm Absolutely. I'm so good at these. Wow. I'm actually rolling well tonight.
You need to say that more often.
And I'm rolling horribly on behalf of these hellhounds. So you actually see the one that's on the higher step bounds off to the south on this map, but you lose him once he drops down enough stairs because of your angle.
Okay.
Catapult something further, and then we could just sneak around them.
It doesn't. Catapult is kind of a weird spell, so
I mean,
its primary use is like it does damage, but its primary use is that it doesn't make it. It's one of the few spells that don't have any verbal component. It's just somatic, so you can actually use it to distract people.
Oh, I know. This will be fun. What's that tower called?
You mean the cathedral?
The cathedral, yeah.
The High Hall Cathedral. And the one that you hit moves back up to the top stair. And
Okay.
he's now like kind of more alert, looking around and testing the air. You could see him like paw that sensor real hard. And it like goes into the temple. It kind of clangs off of that statue pillar right there and like goes into the room.
So let's get behind the door again real quick. I'm gonna try something since we're trying stuff. You all want to be out of sight for this. Okay, so I'm gonna get out the elf stones again. And I'm going to seek the path to the front door of the hall in front of us.
Okay.
We're going to give them a trail to follow, and we'll be hidden outside the gate so we can ambush them.
Okay. Now keep in mind I don't have a battle map for that, so that means I get liberty.
We can rush in, maybe. Who knows?
It sucks because I know something about hellhounds that there's no way Louis would know.
They can't see the color blue.
No. That's just trying to figure out.
I am. I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about. It's a good time.
It's one of their attacks.
Well, I mean, none of that too.
They have a surprise. They have a breath attack.
They do have a breath attack. I don't know what that means. Surprise, though. Okay.
Oh, it doesn't mean for surprise anything. It means that like Louis gonna be in melee and probably doesn't aware that they can burn us all with a cone attack.
There's going to be a 15-foot cone coming out of that thing's mouth.
Yeah.
Okay,
So, Travis, do you want to draw your blue line of find the path light?
while he is doing that, I will go ahead and poke Louis in the shoulder and cast Protection from Evil and Good on him. Since I am anticipating... I don't know why it's asking me to roll. What the... Oh, that's what it was asking me to do.
You're just picking what level you're casting it at?
Yeah, just the
Yeah.
first level. It should give them protection, and so any of the attacks of the fiend will have disadvantage against them.
Gotcha.
I thank you for it, but also looking like seriously, why aren't you protecting yourself?
I thought you wanted me to hang back, in which case you're going into melee and you're going to need it more.
Oh, that's valid.
She's the best sister ever. It's supposed to be a straight line. What are you doing?
Yeah,
That's not how the spell works.
It didn't unclick when I unclicked.
Holy crap!
It just went everywhere.
This is why we can have nice things.
Let me see if I can delete some of that.
I'm helping.
For some reason, I can't scroll on the scroll bar. It's very annoying. Okay.
For some reason, I can't even select.
How do you delete that?
You have to select it like an item, but I could only grab parts of it.
Yeah, I can't select it at all. Okay, so let's try to
Your drawing.
freehand drawing. Let's pick a different shade of blue, and we'll do an extra large line. Here we go. Oh well. That's what dogs see, okay?
If only there was the ability to draw a straight line instead of going freehand.
Huh.
Yeah.
I can do that too if you want me to mess
You
me
know,
up.
the polygon slash line there.
Drunky.
What?
Wow. Okay. I would like a perception check from everybody. I need 1 and 2 for me. Oh wow! Finally got some good rolls. Haha. So it looks like Louis, Fortunato, and Talon can see something that probably could have spelled disaster for Fortunato earlier had he not been so stealthy, as a hellhound appears somewhere that he had missed. Can you guys see that now?
Yes.
Should be over there. Okay. And then Fortunato and Talon, you both believe that you heard something kind of over here-ish. However, due to the blinding glare of this blue flaming light on the ashfall, you don't see anything, but you think you heard something.
So we look at each other.
And this one of the stool up here that is literally like literally his spot check was 2 under your stealth check. That could have gone very bad for you. He kind of steps out onto the step and he's like sniffing the air and looking at that flame. I'm going to go ahead and say that it probably occurs to you that if they've been here for a while, they've seen this before.
Blue flame?
Yes.
It's already happened once.
You've already
You did
used
it earlier.
Previously.
I don't have prestidigitation, so I can't create a dog whistle. Otherwise, I would so make a dog whistle right now.
I mean, I can do that too, I guess. But they're just looking at it, right?
Yeah.
These hellhounds are very uncooperative.
I mean, now that I've seen them, I can tell you that I don't know, direct this to Davari, that they are definitely not standard dogs.
See? I knew that.
Okay, so are they hellish dogs or are they some sort of weird special breed?
Well, I cracked one by flinging a 5-pound sensor at 90 miles an hour at its head. It just kind of shook it off. So I'm thinking it's hellish.
Okay.
All right, so they're not impressed by the fire. You want to try the dog whistle?
I can't create a dog whistle.
I mean, I can create a dog whistle.
Okay. We'll try that. Maybe they're like trained.
Okay, well, dog whistle, something like come here.
I got rid of your yellow line, still trying to get rid of the blue lines.
You're welcome.
Ah, I got it. Victory is mine. I don't know how that didn't work the first 8,000 times I clicked on it, but it's gone.
Yeah, so I'm going to press to digitate a dog whistle sound, shrill and demanding, and hope that they come running.
Look at that. I made a nice straight line for you. Aren't I nice? So with your loud, shrill line, roll one more perception check for me. Anyone who wants to.
There's Louis' standard perception check. Wow,
Yeah,
the
we have a little
architecture here is really beautiful.
Yep, right. Yep. And none of you beat the stealth of 20 on that one. So go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, great! And they have and we all have the surprise condition.
You do have the surprise condition for this
But we
round.
were trying to surprise them. Guys, this isn't how it works. I forgot to select the tracker, but there you go. Is there a tracker?
Now, I don't even bother with it. I just keep track on the iPad, and I really should just go back to writing because it was so much faster. 7, 17, and 10. Okay, so you guys have those are some sad initiatives there, except for Fortunato.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is super bad when we have the surprise condition to have that low.
So 22 for Fortunato, and then a 6 for Louis.
Yep.
And a 5 for Talon. And a 2 for Davari. Work these guys into that now. On the bright side for me, even though I rolled separate initiatives, they're all in a clump of 10, 7, and 7 and 10, 7, and 17 are between all of your or all together between your rolls. So
Cool.
that's easy to keep track of.
TPK.
I mean, and this is the outside encounter that you could have snuck through. Okay, and the one that you missed sneaking up on you got to here. And let's see here. So Fortunato, first up on the surprise round, do you have anything that you can do while under the surprise condition?
Well, I don't know what I would be able to do while surprised, so nothing comes to mind.
At least your surprise condition fades, so you have your reaction and you don't have disadvantage on everything.
Right, but I'm pretty sure you can't move. You can't
move. You can't. The only thing you can do is clear the surprise condition.
Mm-hmm.
But you do get reactions, right?
Yeah, you get your reaction.
Yeah, so you can't move or take an action on your first turn of combat, and you can't take a reaction until the turn ends. So,
right.
So yeah, even reactions you can't do until the turn ends.
Right,
So
until his turn ends. Not until the round ends, until the turn ends. His turn ends, and now he can take reaction.
Right, so Fortunato at least gets a reaction after, but no one else will on this first round.
Yeah.
Okay, so Fortunato can't do a whole lot, so that brings us to Hellhound number 3, which is this one way over here. Am I on the wrong layer? Because things aren't clicking. There we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And we will go ahead and dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. That one's Hellhound 3. Probably should name them with their numbers. Hellhound 2 is this one over here. I know he can make it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. He's actually going to attack for a attempted bite. Well, 15-foot cone, eh? People are grouped quite nicely. We're gonna do it.
Okay. I think Slobberchops is going to die.
So that is a DC 12 Dex saving throw. Holy Buddha. That's a lot of damage.
Whoops.
Yeah.
We used up our good rolls, guys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's not gonna go well because he rolled really well. Are you rolling for Slobberchops as well, or do I have to do that?
Yeah, but I have a feeling even if he makes it, he's dead. He probably bet.
Wow, he did. He will take a lot less damage than the rest of you. So Fortunato and Louis, I believe, are the two caught in that, are taking 21 damage. Slobberchop takes half of that.
Takes 10, which is just enough to kill Slobberchops outright.
That's
He has 5 HP. His max HP is 5. And I take half damage because tieflings. So
it wasn't 50 points of psychic damage.
Oh, don't remind me.
There probably should have been a rest in here somewhere in your journey.
I was at full. It's just
Yeah,
but
we
not
got
everyone
full.
is. So, all right, and then the last Hellhound, the one you hit with the sensor, he's not looking to be left out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. And he will also take the dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. And is too slow to be doing anything this time around. And that brings us to Louis' surprise condition. Anything from you, good sir? What's that?
Surprise fades. That's the end of my turn.
Yep. Okay. And Talon, anything from you?
Oh, just getting rid of a surprise.
Okay. And Davari?
Again, just getting rid of surprise. Nothing I can do.
Okay. Fortunato.
So if I can only take a reaction, there's not really anything that I can do.
No, you're good now.
You're good.
That was-
You're
that was
good to
first
go.
round.
Yeah, this is the first round. At the
Okay,
surprise.
okay. All right. Well, I am going to use my main attack. I'm going to attack with the rapier here. So 11.
That is sadly a miss.
I'm going to use my bonus action since I've got a hand crossbow.
That is definitely a hit for 10. And that was against the one that was right in front of you?
Yeah, and I don't know why it says piercing silver. I just clicked on something apparently, but there you go.
It says piercing because it's a crossbow, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else from Fortunato? Run away!
No. I know better than to run from a dog, so this is what got me in trouble last time.
And you did blow a loud whistle at him.
Yeah, they don't like that. Okay, no, I'm done.
Just wait till that one who can smell the rancid meat gets to Davari. Or did that go away when you did the whistle? Forget how that worked.
I thought he didn't actually cast it on me. He did it like in the doorway.
Yeah, I
Okay,
was doing it 10 feet into the door since that's the range of the spell.
fine. We'll let it slide. Davari doesn't smell like rancid meat,
It would have been funny though.
right? Okay, so Hellhound number 3 is going to go ahead and, oh, you know what? He can see the flying golden elephant. He has been diverted because he smells exactly what she is. He's going to try and bite her.
Are we going to lose both of it? Because, I mean, straight up, Slobberchops is dead. So
it's not looking pretty because I went from rolling horribly while Travis was sneaking around to rolling amazing with an attack of 22 for 5 piercing and 7 fire damage on Lulu.
5 piercing, 7 fire?
Yes, so 12 total, unless she's got resistances to either of those I don't remember.
Is the piercing non-magical?
Probably. Doesn't say
Then-
anything about it being magical.
Then the piercing is halved.
Okay, so 2 piercing and 7 fire. 1 5 feet of the creature. Okay, good. No pack tactics. Not that it was necessary. And then the one over here. Let's see, recharged. So to do a recharge, I roll. If it says recharge 5 to 6, I roll a 1d6 to see if it recharged.
Yep.
yeah, and the thing I can never remember is when you do that. I always do it at the
I just figured it'd be on his turn.
yeah.
Right.
I just usually do it at the beginning of their turn.
So that's a 1. So I'm going to go with no. Now he is going to go ahead and try to bite Fortunato, the loud whistler with the blue light blasting forth. Oh, you lucked out. An 8 probably does not beat your DC, correct?
That barely misses.
Good. Good for you. And then the Hellhound number 1, who knows exactly what the person smells like that threw a sensor at him. He thinks 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, it smells like none.
5, 10. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
5, 40.
That's been established. It smells like none.
He's going to stop there because that sensor smells more like Davari than anyone. And he is going to go ahead and loose a cone of fire breath as well. 4. I'm starting to think that it's just giving the average damage because that's the same damage as the other one.
You need a dex.
Yeah. It's not actually rolling the damage. That's why it just says what the roll would be and it gave a flat damage. So you guys that took that first blast, you want to go ahead and give yourselves back 3 hit points.
Point. I'll take the point for Strauss, but I'll really take the point for Slobberchops because that means Slobberchops is still alive.
Take it. Yeah, go for it. Because I didn't realize that it didn't roll the damage. It just had the average in there.
Okay.
And then for Davari, and that's probably Talon beside him,
Yeah.
right? You guys are taking... Well, actually, Talon beat the save. And Davari also. The DC was 12. So you guys are taking half of 29.
And then we
And it's
also
fire,
have resistance
so,
to fires.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, do your thing for even less for fire damage.
So 8.
Which actually, isn't Louis fire resistant also?
Yeah, but I failed my save.
Yeah, but don't you have resistance to fire?
Yeah. You know, I had already calculated my resistance.
Okay, gotcha.
That's why I only gave myself back 1 HP,
Okay.
not.
Cool.
Was-
I just now remembered that when they mentioned theirs, and I was like, wait, everybody should be fire resistant. Got it. Okay.
Was Lulu in the cone?
I really wish they had templates. That'd be really fun to throw down.
It's this one, right? Or right there.
That one there.
Oh, that one. So it's kind of hard to tell where Lulu is at because if
I don't
Lulu,
think so. Yeah, she's like
Lulu-
right between
Lulu's
you.
in one of these. If
She's on a
here.
line.
yeah, if she's
I'm
here,
gonna
then
say
yes.
that-
If she's here, then no.
I
Or
think that
here,
she was
then no.
outside. I think she was outside on that one.
Okay.
It's close, but we'll let her skate. You know, at least somebody has to survive this encounter.
She's on 4 squares, and
She
all
gets
of,
to choose.
Right?
3 of those 4 squares are not in the code.
Right. All right, Louis, you're up.
Okay. For a moment, I think Slobber Chops is dead, and then I get really, really mad.
Nice. Do it. Unleash. Fireball.
And I will go ahead and
Fireball the party.
Get him, Hellboy.
Blaze of glory. Oh.
Let me get the name of this spell.
Well, Devari's already.
That was my concentration check because I'm concentrating on protection from good and evil. He froze.
I don't know. He looks like he's just thinking about it.
You're back.
Uh-oh. Did he freeze? He moved.
Okay, I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Spirit Shroud on myself.
Ooh, fancy. What's that do?
So it all my attacks do an additional 1d8 points of radiant damage, and the if a creature takes damage from my attack, they can't regain hit points. And also any creature I determine that is any creature hostile to me, it's within 10 feet, reduces their speed by 10 feet.
Ooh, fancy.
So I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna make 2 attacks against this guy. It's still not on my sheet somehow. It doesn't matter. So this is not the damage, but it's the same attack bonus. Give me a second. So that's not right. Because I don't add my intelligence. Okay, I got it. Sorry.
No worries.
15 to hit and 17 to hit.
Yep, he has an AC of 15.
So both of them hit. So I'm just going to roll all my damage at once.
Okay.
So first 2d8 will be the piercing damage. Second 2d8 will be the radiant damage. And then the 6 will be just also piercing damage. So 14 piercing damage and 8 radiant damage.
And okay. I don't think there was any nope, no resistances or immunities of note in there. So that hellhound definitely lets loose like one of those super pitiful roars as Louis just wails on him with his enshrouded something or other. What kind of a sword are you throwing around then?
A rapier.
Okay.
And then I have to roll Slobber Chops' death save. Success.
Woohoo! He's still alive! Okay. That brings us to Talon.
All right, I'm going to bonus action telekinetic shove that one right there. So strength saving throw.
The one that breathes fire in you, or the one that's
That
on
one right there.
Lulu?
The one that's on Lulu.
Okay. And you said strength saving throw?
Yep.
21.
It succeeds, which sucks.
So when your telekinetic force goes forward, your feet almost push back a little bit as you're trying to like dig into the ground to resist like two equal forces pressing against each
All
other.
right, then I'm just going to move over here, and I'm going to go ahead and hit that one.
Do it.
24.
Definitely a hit.
And so that's 15 plus telekinetic strike. So that's 17 points of damage.
Good.
And then I'm going to try to hit it again for 9. Is that it?
45. Yes.
For another 11 points of damage.
Okay. To double check my math so I wasn't shortchanging you. Got it. Your telekinetic battering and slashing and slicing definitely find purchase in the side of this hellish hound. And you may have piqued his attention.
Good.
And that brings us to Davari.
Okay, so Slobber Chops is down. Fortunato's taken a bit of damage. I could either wait for Fortunato to fall unconscious, or use my channel divinity preserve life to give both Slobber Chops and him health.
Always wait till I'm unconscious.
Alright. In that case, I will go shift here and reach my hand out to Louis or wherever Slobber Chops is. I'm not sure where he is.
It looks like he's
here.
north. Yeah,
Okay.
just outside of Lulu's aura.
I don't remember if Lulu's aura actually was working right now.
I think the light one. I think that's just her light aura.
Yeah.
Maybe. Could be mistaken.
As far as I know, you told me like she's got the light cantrip and then she's got her trumpets.
Yeah.
She doesn't have her actual like aura yet.
Right.
And for Slobber Chops or not for Slobber Chops, Louis?
I mean, he's still alive, I swear. But you can save my kitty cat and get him out of here.
Yeah. All right. So
Tears are streaming down my face right now. I'm Louis, so they're kind of freezing in midair, and I like holy wrath is coming out of my hand.
that's what I kind of thought. All right. So Lulu is going to disengage and fly up out of the way.
Okay.
Lulu's got 120 fly speed, so she's going to go 30 feet up to get out of the breath range.
Okay.
Davari
Can you
is
put
going.
an actual square for her too?
I can't actually control her. I dropped her
okay.
on there, and then I can't put her in.
Where would you like her? I will move her then.
Can you put her in this one, and she'll be 30
Yep.
feet up.
Okay.
And then Davari is going to take a step back and go ahead and cast Spare the Dying on Slobber Chops.
So you're stepping back. That's going to invoke
An
an
opportunity
opportunity attack. Okay. Just making sure you were clear or there wasn't anything going on that I missed. So opportunity attack of 15.
misses.
Okay.
And so I will cast Spare the Dying on Slobber Chops. So Slobber Chops is stable, no longer dying.
Woohoo! We almost lost a party member there.
Yeah.
Okay. And that brings us to anything else?
No, because I am still concentrating on the spell for Louis.
Then Fortunato.
We'll use the distraction of the enraged wizard to stick the dog where it hurts. Or not. Wait, I get advantage.
You do. How do you get advantage?
No, I don't. I get. I'm mixing my additions up again, aren't I? So let me sneak attack, but I rolled a 1, so never mind.
Now, if you were to move off the map a square and flank, you could get advantage. And I'd probably allow you to say that's what you were doing if you would like.
That's all right. I didn't think about it beforehand, so I
Okay.
missed.
Very well. I tried to help you.
Oh,
Anything
Yeah.
that's your goal. You
The
killed my
DM was being
character.
gracious, and I feel like he's going to use this against us. Like he's going to be remember that time? Remember that
It's like
time?
a double-edged sword.
Remember that time when you snuck across the map insanely, narrowly defeating perception checks and didn't get ambushed?
Bonus action hand crossbow. Bonus action hand crossbow.
My hand crossbow is not loaded currently, so I can't do that. Or I would.
You need that crossbow feat.
I have that crossbow feat, but I read it more closely, and I still have to be able to have a free hand. I can use it as a bonus action, but I can't load it when I've got a sword in my other hand. So I can do the cool pirate.
Stab it
sword.
into the ground,
Yeah.
load it, shoot, pick
Yeah,
that.
just drop the sword. It's not doing any good.
I can do that.
I mean, you did roll a 1. We could say that you dropped your sword.
Sure.
We just need to invent the lanyard for your sword, so you don't even have to drop your sword. You just kind of like,
Swings around his neck.
yeah.
Or get one of those swords that you just tie off to your wrist. Call it good. Okay.
Yeah, I tried to sneak attack the dog, and it slapped it out of my hand.
So what we're actually saying is we need to get you a bandolier of hand crossbows.
There we go.
All right. So hellhound number 3 then is no longer interested in the. Well, it's interested, but he can no longer reach the golden elephant that flies. However, the thing that hit him is within range, and he
Sounds
turns
like
around.
what? Me? No.
Yep, he turns around much faster than you would have thought possible. And roll 1d6 to see if his breath is back. Oh, look at what just happened for Poppy. He is going to go ahead and loose a fire breath on you. So that's another DC 12.
Actually.
Yeah.
So a quarter of this damage?
Yeah, look at you.
Yep.
So a quarter of that.
This whole being a tiefling thing is really saving our ass.
Mm.
I'm not even a tiefling. It's my shield.
Oh, okay.
Well, then you're gonna owe that shield pretty big time later. He's
Well,
gonna.
the thing is, I can't use any of its attacks because everything's immune to fire around here.
Not
Yeah, I
ever.
have a cool magic artifact that lets me catch things on fire.
So in 5th edition, not all devils are immune to fire.
Almost all of them are at least resistant to it.
That's true, but I'm just saying they're not all immune, and there are other creatures in hell than just the devils.
Well, we haven't
Demons
seen many.
are not fire resist. I don't think even resistant.
I'm pretty sure the fire-breathing dogs are at least resistant. to
Yeah,
fire.
these are. Yeah, that's not. These aren't going to work for you. Okay, and let's see. That brings us to Hellhound number 2, which is over here assaulting the pair of you. Let's see if he got his back. Roll 1d6. Be cool if there was a. I should just build one in.
Oh,
Wow.
and
He did.
who did he want? Because
So yep, DC 12 dex save for well,
Yeah, we
Lou is
want-
the only one that successfully hit him in the past few seconds. So
okay. And I
he's
have
already
advantage on
judging
this 'cause of
Fortunato
protection
is
from the-
completely inept and afraid of him. He can smell his fear.
So
So you
19.
pass the save with all of your half and then your resistance and all that jazz.
Yeah, so 13. So 6.
Gotcha. And then that's his act. That's an action, I believe. All right. Yep.
And
So
I passed my concentration check.
Good. And then we are on Hellhound numero uno. Finally, is this one here? Let's see if he I don't.
He doesn't. He used his fire breath.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of them had now. So 1d6.
Holy crap!
Yep. So he's going to go ahead and try and hit Talon as well.
What are you at, Chris?
44.
Okay.
So you can roll your.
12.
It was DC 12. So again, with your 1/4 damage.
Yeah.
That's easier math this time, at least.
4 points of damage.
And both of those two hellhounds look decidedly perturbed. That you don't seem to be really suffering their wrath.
The fiery wrath.
Their fiery wrath does not appear to be doing so much to you. And he's actually going to move up into a flanking position.
Of course.
Yeah. And that brings us to Louis.
Okay, I will activate my war dance, so my AC goes up, and something else happens. Give me a second.
War dance. Does he put on war paint as part of the dance?
Yes, yes, he does. My blade song, I should say.
There we go. That's completely different.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so my AC goes up, my speed goes up, and I get a bonus to my concentration saves. So,
Cool.
okay, and then I'm going to attack.
Do it. Strike him down.
First attack.
For 14, they have an AC of 15.
Okay, so I'm going to be slightly dejected. Move here.
Aw. Look at him hooking Fortunato up.
I need my second attack. God, I did that.
Yeah, there's a hit.
Ooh.
Uh, 7 points of piercing damage and 2 points of radiant damage.
So 9 total.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Again, you are definitely inflicting some pain on this hellhound, and it lets out one of those super pathetic, despite looking super intimidating, that is a pathetic every time you break through its chitinous hide. Alrighty. So that's to Talon now, who is currently surrounded.
Yep.
Use the whirlwind feat. Do it.
Can the shield go ahead and choose this time to cast its aura of dread right now?
I'm not even refreshed on what that
It
means.
says anytime during your turn, the shield can choose to radiate an aura of dread for 1 minute.
Sure.
This is not a power of the shield that you control. It's the shield.
Oh, so you're asking Gargoth to assist you.
Yeah. Or else the shield will just be left here with these hell holes.
You may roll a persuasion check.
Oh, because I'm so good at those.
Well, you're trying to persuade him to help you. I'm pretty sure, So Gargoth decides to go ahead and grant your boon of assistance at this time.
Okay. An
aura of dread.
Any hostile that's within 20 feet has to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Let's see how good they
DC
are.
18.
Let's see here. So that's just those two, right?
Yep. The other one
First
just
one
missed
rolled
it.
an 18. Second one rolled an 8.
All right. And one of them is frightened for a minute. Which one
Which
is
one would you like to be frightened for a minute?
that one?
Okay. I think that means on his turn he has to run away, all right?
Can't move closer and has disadvantage on attacks against Talon.
Gotcha. Disadvantage ability checks, attack rolls, and can't willingly move closer to its source of fear. Got it. Okay.
All right.
Good thing he already closed that distance then.
Then I'm going to go ahead and proceed to start smacking that guy around.
Okay. Roll for it.
26
That is a hit.
for 11 plus the telekinetic strike, which will make it a 17. And
If you would like to graphically describe its death, you may.
yeah, I'm just going right through an eyeball.
Nice.
It's a rapier, so just slide it right in.
All right. You guys hear the death howl of a hellhound as Talon takes one down. Davari.
Okay, now since they've moved in that position, I should be able to move here and hit both of them with Spirit Guardians at the top of each of their turns. So I will be dropping concentration on what I did for Louis. Instead, cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Yay,
it should
Divine
be
Cuisinart.
Divine Cuisinart! So it'll be 3d8 radiant damage at the top of each of their turns, so long as they're in 15 feet of me.
Okay, and I roll that on their turns for the DC?
Mm-hmm. And as well, their speed is halved.
Okay.
Right, and that actually, because of some weirdness, actually, their speed is halved, and then they reduce by 10 feet when they're within 10 feet of me. So,
Okay.
which could create some interesting things where people can't move.
Sure. Alrighty then.
Not these guys. They have.
That brings us to Fortunato.
All right. I will try my luck with the rapier again here. Now, are you saying that you are using a flanking rule?
So flanking, you guys are directly across from each other now. So that is flanking in 5th edition. So you get advantage for that.
Okay.
That is a hit. You're lucky. If you roll the 1 again, that sword was totally breaking on you.
So
We just paid good money to have that sword silvered.
Right? And I was going to be like, yeah, there was clearly a defect in the
Silvering process.
Yeah.
I don't know. His sneak attack damage was still shit.
Did it even roll sneak attack?
Yeah, that's what that 6 is. But it rolled a 1-4-1.
Oh,
Yep.
gotcha.
On the bright side, you may describe its quite vicious evisceration of vengeance.
Well, I imagine it's jumping up on Louis like a dog is wont to do. So I will simply take advantage of that and literally backstab it.
Right between the shoulder blades.
Right between the shoulder blades.
It's like it was like lunging up both paws, and you like hit it in the back, so the arms go a little bit wide, but it's still a dog, and then the thing just flops forward. Louis, could you please roll me a dex check?
A death
If you have acrobatics or athletics, you may do that.
Okay. Oh, a dex check. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Just to see if you can roll clear of having a dead hellhound land upon you.
There's something that my song dance does, my blade song does with this, and acrobatics checks. Oh, I have advantage on this, so I'm going to roll an acrobatics check. So 17.
Very well. You are able to nimbly move to the side as this hellhound lands where you were standing with Fortunato's blade in its back.
Got it.
It would have been a heavy corpse. All right, and that brings us to the last remaining hellhound.
Wisdom saving throw, please.
Yep. 17.
All right, so he will take half damage then.
Okay.
So 9 half, so that's 4 radiant damage.
Okay. Gotcha. So he sees that he is alone now. Let's see if he does. Perception check. Where is that? He rolled a 1 on his perception check. He does not yet realize that he is alone. Okay.
He's too scared.
He is frightened, and he has disadvantage to attack you. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. 1d6. Ow.
You and these recharges, man.
This is a
Just
dog
like-
and not just a really small dragon.
Yeah, he's intent on trying to burn you. Like, you're not burning, and he's just not having it. He's like, you will burn. Do they even speak common? Nope. I
But
understand.
it's going to put Davari in the back.
Right.
It's in that cone.
Okay.
Yeah, that would hit Davari as well. I'm sorry.
It's
And-
all right.
Yeah, and that is a DC 12 Dex check. Wow.
Yeah. Good thing I'm
Alright.
resistant. That's
Yep, but still.
14,
yeah.
Rebecca?
And like as the cone of like flames dies down, and it sees that everyone's still standing there, the Talon can see the fear in its eyes, like it's just mounting. Like, why won't this thing die? Like, you can almost feel its utter confusion and terror because
It's so
you're not
proud.
coming.
It's never been able to fire breath this often.
Well,
Right.
he's scared of the shield, really, because the shield is like,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's
true.
like moving around. The face on it.
Okay, and that brings us to Louis.
Okay. We will go 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We're here. $11 to hit. I'm pretty sure misses.
Correct.
25 to hit.
That's a hit.
13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. Just wait till you get those crits. 119, huh? All right. It is still up, however. Anything else from Louis?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Then Talon.
All right, I guess I'm going to start swinging at it. Since I have advantage, thank God.
That's a hit.
15 plus the telekinetic strike. That's 23. Now my D8 goes to the D6. So.
You may roll if you want, or just graphically describe its death.
If its eye is pointing towards me, I'm stabbing this one in the eye too.
Okay. Right through its fear-filled eyes.
I'm not even. I'm just a little singed. That's it.
Goes down in another noise.
I'm gonna run over to Slobber Chops and cradle my kitty.
I'm maintaining concentration on Spirit Guardians. Once Louis is ready to proceed, I am going to go forward into the main building.
Okay.
I'm maintaining concentration on my spell, but I don't think I have much time because I think it lasts only a minute.
You can go ahead and take your token to where you want, Davari.
Too far.
I'm also humming because I'm maintaining my blade song up so that I can get the extra movement.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to check these bodies for identification.
Oh, there seems to be very large bat things.
Are those things a lot? Like, are they moving or are they just kind of?
You can give me some investigation checks for if you're trying to check them for signs of life.
Well, at least I'm better.
Okay,
at
I hear they eat
investigation.
fruit.
And Fortunato, if you're searching those bodies, you also will need a dex check. Or sorry, investigation check.
Dex check.
Dex
It's a booby trap body.
I apologize.
Chain lightning, everyone dies.
Right?
God damn it, Chester! Just because it happened to you.
So Talon and Strauss and Davari, they definitely do not appear to still be living whatever they are. And Fortunato, you find two basically broken maces and defaced holy symbols of Torm are pretty much the only belongings left other than corroded and scorched armor.
Okay, they look like
They were probably paladins.
or
They were probably paladins at one point in time in their life. Probably right up until their death.
okay.
And I have things
Hey,
to
Davari,
Yeah?
some dead paladins out there.
Well, that really sucks. We got some dead bat monster things in here.
So, as you get into that room there, atop the at the top of the stairs leading up to the cathedral, an archway opens into a long hall containing 8 columns, which I'll go ahead and reveal the up and down in a second. Some of the columns have been carved to represent Torm, but the infernal magics that Fortunato noticed outside earlier seems to be trying to warp these ones in here, but as they flicker and change, you see the visage of a winged female devil. Sometimes, other times it looks like an almost draconic looking visage and then goes back to the paladin. So there's something going on with the statues in here as well where they are changing back and forth. And I will reveal, as you can see down there now. I'm not going to, make you go looking behind the pillars because there's just nothing there. I'll save you guys the effort.
question is,
There are these dead bat-like things on the ground. Which, if you'd like to try and identify, you may roll accordingly, or just move on with your merry lives, whatever you'd like to do.
Sure. Could I try to identify him?
Sure. What would you like to roll on that?
I'm going to roll stealth to identify them.
Religion, please.
Okay, go for it.
Religion makes sense, right?
Sure, I'll go with it.
17.
These definitely look like a fiendish variety of bat.
Okay. Good enough.
Yeah.
So they probably don't eat fruit.
No, probably not.
Probably not.
Probably.
Are these two stairways going up to the same place?
Those are doors.
They're doors?
Yes.
You guys ready for this?
I'm being
I
sneaky.
mean, I have about 30 seconds left. Well, probably less than that. Probably 20 seconds left before this.
I want to, just in case there's chain lightning, I'm not going to stand by the door.
Okay, I will.
You don't want to telekinetic the door and see what happens? What?
I can make
try
that
to
door.
investigate the door before Davari does anything. My
Yes.
spell will fade, but I don't think yours will. So.
No, I've got 10 minutes on mine.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm probably-
15. You're checking if the door is trapped.
Okay. You do not see anything that looks to be trapped. The door is definitely in some serious disrepair. Like, this thing has been hit with a lot of stuff.
I'm gonna try to open it.
Again. Sure. It opens quite easily for you. And reveals how big of an area? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. I'll be expanding this square momentarily. Is your dark vision's what, 60 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. So in here would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 60. So I need to go out that far, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, or 5, 10.
Is it all just dead bodies?
30, 35, 40, 45. Yes. So I was going to describe that in a moment, but yes. This is the downside to not paying Roll20.
Hey, look. Somebody's joining us.
Oh my goodness.
Somebody's a little late.
What a distraction. Negative 50 experience points all around.
Maybe she's not used to being on Buffalo time and didn't. And
Right.
maybe and she thinks she's only 30 minutes late.
It's possible.
Mhm.
Or maybe she's not even really joining us and she's just teasing.
Huh?
Uh-oh. Oh, maybe she doesn't have a camera.
I'm here. I don't have a...
Yay! Shayna's here.
Hi, Shayna.
Hello.
Hi, Steph.
I think it's interesting that your thing is trying to have a camera, but you don't have a camera, so it's just a black square.
Mm-hmm.
It's attempting. If I can turn it off and make it my square, I think. Yeah, there we go. Where are we? What's happening? Hello.
Hello.
You missed the
Hello.
fight. Good job,
Yeah.
you.
You missed a you missed a fight, not the fight.
Slobber
was gonna
Chops almost died. Actually, Slobber Chops did die, and then we figured out Chester didn't actually roll damage for the attack.
But it was giving an average rather than a roll.
Automatic average every
So I
time.
went back and rolled some numbers to make it fair.
I was gonna say, knowing our luck, that could either be very good or very bad, though.
Which is true because it did not work out as good for Davari, I believe, on that one.
Yeah.
No.
But Chester was somehow able to recharge all their breaths every single
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
That sounds about right, though. That sounds
Well,
about
it's
par for the
Funny
course.
because Fortunato snuck around and scouted and beat all of the passive spot checks
Mhm.
everywhere. Like he was within 5 feet of these things and beating their spot checks. And I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna let him have it, I guess.
All right, sure. Fine,
And
fine.
that just kept working out for him.
All right.
But
I
yeah,
see lots of bodies and bats. Are those living or dead?
those are all dead. The party has just entered the Cathedral of High Hall.
Yeah, I did that.
Yep, he did.
If Lolo's just now coming around, yeah, I did this.
this was all
I'm just wiping my sword off.
like,
Where have you been? I don't know.
I don't know. I got lost talking to myself.
All right.
I was having a very interesting conversation.
That's fair. I'm going to give you guys a couple description pieces here now that you're actually entering the High Hall Cathedral itself. This place was once clearly decorated with beautiful paintings, statues, and other works that depicted the strength and valor of El Turel's people. However, as previously noted, the artwork seems to be flickering and changing, and something is clearly trying to rewrite this place. Each of the levels of this cathedral appear to be 20 from outside. It looks like 20 feet higher than the ones below it. So the building continually gets to have higher vaulted ceilings the higher you go. On this ground level floor, the ceiling is 15 feet high, and the doorways are about 8 foot high. The cathedral doors are all made of iron, but the one that you just opened looks like it has seen significant damage. Most of the windows of the cathedral have all been shattered. What stained glass there was is all in pieces in the floors. And the room that you've just walked into, the grand foyer, it holds 2 circular stairwells, each leading upwards to what you presume is probably the choir level or balconies. There are decorated pillars here with symbols and scenes representative of Torm, which occasionally flicker with flame as well and distort. And there are ahead, you can't see yet, never mind. The floor is littered with the corpses of many holy warriors and the fiendish bat corpses that you've already identified outside.
So the area that we're standing in now is still like the outside kind of entrance hall. These stairs up and are these the doors in?
This is actually in the building now.
Oh, okay.
Basically, this out here was like a front balcony porch.
Yeah, that's what I was
You
thinking.
guys just opened up the door here to this room here. This is the main foyer over here inside.
Yeah.
And these circle things are stairwells and
Yeah.
There's more to see. It's just a very large room and it's dark, so.
Yeah.
Can someone remind me who exactly we're looking for? There was like someone specific, wasn't there?
Yes. So there was Duke Alder Ravengard from Boulder's Gate was supposedly in El Turel when it vanished. You did hear rumor that he was helping to organize a shelter, a safe bastion, whatever, here at the High Keep, because the city's holy defender is missing. Thavius Krieg, who you heard about as being the person who engineered all this from the fast forward section of the module.
I'm just going to be like looking through my pamphlets. I'm like, Hell Legions are beginning to look really good right now, aren't they, guys?
Yep, they are, and I'm just going to strut my way in.
Pretending I've been here the whole time. I'm going to
go ahead and open up more of this room for you guys because, 60-foot dark vision and such. There are some weird shapes for me to work around in here, though, so bear with me.
Okay. Raz you about it taking forever. Got it.
Mm-hmm. I'll remember that.
You're not even in the room, are you? Oh, no.
I am. I got there. I made myself a token.
So
I'm here.
this squiggly line up here that I've just kind of revealed,
Okay.
those are semi-transparent curtains.
Oh, for sure.
Like the white gauzy curtains you see in like.
I love it. It's so extra.
Basically, it's a way of partitioning off different sections of the temple that would allow it to be opened up, for events or what have you.
I'm gonna walk towards the curtain, but watch the light, and I'm like, I bet you there's a lot of artists who portrait artists who try to convince people to shed their clothing so that they can paint them artistically in here.
And this is a curtain right there? That's what that was?
The squiggly lines.
Yeah, these squiggly lines are they're very tall because they go to the whole way to the ceiling, the 15-foot ceiling, whatever. But they're if you get close enough, you can see, you could look through them if there was sufficient light to do so. They're a very thin, wispy material just to give that slight partition of separating off segments.
I'm just going to mage hand it out of the way a little bit, just so I can see what's kind of.
What's behind the curtain?
Yeah, I don't want to be too
So you're
close
doing
to
that to
it.
the center curtain?
Yeah, right here.
So I will go ahead and I turned off the tool. Dynamic lighting would be so much more fun right now. So that opens up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can see all the way through to what looks to be a main dais, but you'd actually have to pass through the curtains in there to see more. Okay, he's moving in.
Well, somebody else moved in before me, so I'm like, well, let's go.
We're racing for it.
Right.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Pause the movement there. For the people who are still back by the doors, are you looking to investigate other things, or
Yes.
sorry, I'm
Yes.
before combat starts.
Yeah,
Right.
before this new combat begins.
when he's like 300 feet away from you and on his own.
Yeah, bye.
But it's like, hey, Lolo, see, look at my work. I killed them way over here too.
I've killed all of them. Since you said it looks like the glyphs and things were trying to be rewritten or covered over or something.
It's
I want to check
the artwork and the filigree and the statues.
Yeah, like it's flickering between warships. So I wanted to see if these dead holy peeps, which side they were on, basically.
Okay. So the bodies on the humanoid bodies all appear to be paladins. Some have Hellrider regalia, some have just symbols of Torm. There was about 4 or 5 different factions of paladins in El Tyrell. And they all belong to these lawful good deities or lawful neutral deities, because it was a very law-centered holy theocracy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I know you said it. How tall is this room?
I think it was
18?
Yeah, look. Son of a biscuit, I closed it?
I know it got taller as we went back. Like the arches went higher and higher.
Well, no, the other floors get sequentially 20 feet taller. Art dimensions. So this floor, the ceilings are vaulted 15 feet high.
Okay, so at the center, they're 15 feet?
Yes.
So, okay.
So then the next floor would be 35 feet. And then the next one up, sequentially up for however many floors there are in this cathedral.
Okay. This room is super wide, like 200 feet. And, like, this is a constant D&D problem, but the architecture makes no sense. This building would collapse.
Yeah. No. I completely agree.
All right.
It's not as bad as, like, Castle Ravenloft, but this...
let's try not to logic this one.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay.
It would be something actually Louis points out. Like, this is... I've read books about this before. There's various games that the old people used to play that were on like these magic computational boxes, and it seems to have scale of those games.
Way to break the fourth wall.
All right. Well, if nothing stands out to me with the bodies or the
if
iconography and everything,
like to roll religion checks on the different faces that are appearing on the statues. I think that you've seen enough of this happening long enough, enough short glimpses to try and piece them together if you want.
Okay.
To try. And Davari, if you want to roll one for Lulu as well, you are totally encouraged to.
Let's see, that would be the straight wisdom or intelligence check, right?
Wisdom. Sure. Wisdom, technically, but I'll allow for either.
Lulu probably knows.
Lulu definitely does, and Louis definitely does. Yes, Fortunato, your attempt to make roses smells more like decaying flowers.
I hate this place.
So for Louis and Lolo, the original artwork and everything, this appears to be predominantly a Tormite facility. So the paladin that you see is Torm. The winged female visage is of Zariel, the Archduchess of Avernus, and the other figure that has a more draconic visage, you suspect is an aspect of Tiamat. So it looks like three entities are warring, sort of, for possession of this temple. Oh, Travis.
So, I'm just gonna look around like FYI, we might be in the middle of a three-way battle between a god, a demigod, and an Archduke of Hell.
Kinky. Three-way.
That's all Talon heard.
But actually, it'd be more of a seven-way because Tiamat has 5 heads. So,
Just gets better and better.
I don't know how that works logistically.
My name's Talon, and I like to party.
There are meetings for that, Talon.
Is there anything else that you guys would like to do, or should I let Talon keep pressing forward? I just didn't want you guys to feel left behind if there was stuff you wanted to investigate or look.
I don't seem to
And
be
now
discovering
Talon's here.
anything useful, so.
I mean, I would like to
upstairs,
start like grabbing the. As long as it doesn't look like the bats are going to attack us. I'm going to start grabbing these bodies and like moving them to like one location.
So something that if that's something you were into, I will say that you probably noticed over here, if you zoom in, it looks like someone already started stacking bodies at some point.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
there's actually a start that someone has.
Okay. Yeah. That I am interested in like actually stacking the bodies.
Okay.
I'll even like before I stack the bodies, I'll get anything burnable and like put it underneath. Just.
So are you making a new pile there in the room where you're at, or are you going back out to the
I'm
other
gonna
room?
go back and.
Okay.
I'm gonna I mean, if you guys need me, let me know. But I'm gonna just start like stacking these bodies back and forth. They deserve proper burial.
If Louis needs help, Lolo will help.
Should we short rest right here?
Yeah, in the center on the dais. That's my vote.
Is there anything on the dice?
So I have a description for this room as well.
Religious artifacts for me to fuck
Give
with,
me
perhaps?
a moment.
Okay.
Okay. An altar rests on a raised dais in this broad hall, made of a beautifully polished teak wood. It takes the shape of a gauntleted hand clenched into a fist. A large lever stands next to the altar, suggesting that it has some sort of mechanical function.
Maybe it's like the bridge.
Hey, Fortunato, go stand up on the thing and I'll pull this lever. Let's see what this does.
Sometimes Louis is just like pulling bodies back and forth, and then
Yeah, I'm not going to start moving all those bodies around because do you know how long it took to put those there? They didn't come on the map. I added them.
I'm not undoing all my hard work
Yeah,
for you.
honestly, like I felt like the map looked really empty for me to be describing that there were dead bodies everywhere. So I
Tried to put
like,
dead bodies
put
in.
a healthy smattering of dead bodies down.
yeah, no, I honestly thought they were like frozen to the map, so I didn't.
They're just on the map layer,
Mhm.
which was really frustrating when I'd go to move them and I'd move the map instead because it's so freaking big. It would click that instead of like it was very, very frustrating. Be happy you got this level.
Be appreciative, damn it.
Well,
Right.
see, that actually is
Some of
helpful because
these
what that
have,
means
like-
is that you can just when we start next time, you can just shift the map to the top and
Yep.
hide all the dead bodies, and
yeah.
then just say that I burned them all.
There you go.
Clever.
Like I even have like there's at one point there's 2 bodies underneath a dead bat. I've got bodies stacked. I've got all sorts of stuff going on here. I appreciate it in my own time.
We appreciate you.
Well, guys, if you're gonna start messing around with the dais, I'm gonna help Louis with the bodies.
Yeah, I'm helping with the bodies, even though I want to touch the stuff on the altar.
I mean, you don't have to if you guys want to. touch random stuff in hell and pull levers, not knowing what they're gonna do. That's up to you.
My concern is that we haven't found who is actually here using this. I'm more concerned about the living than I am the bodies currently. They deserve a proper burial, but
you're a church person. If your temple was invaded by hell, would you, after all your warriors get killed on the ground level, would you flee into the upper levels to hide or into the lower levels to hide?
Yeah, you're a holy fangirl.
I am a holy fangirl. Well, considering that with Lathander is the god of the morning light, I don't believe their followers would go down. They would go up, but I'm not sure about Torm's followers.
Well, he's kind of a war god, so generally speaking, they wouldn't flee. They would
probably be down here where everything's
I
dead.
think these are the followers of Torm.
All right.
Now, if there was like followers of Tiamat here, who the hell knows? Zariel is probably up.
So all these bodies, are they all dressed like warriors? Are there some that are dressed in like ceremonial garb? Anybody that's not obviously a paladin?
Most of them appear to be paladins.
So that means that there's a whole clergy unaccounted for that, unless they're all paladins. I mean, I don't know.
I really don't. It's hard enough keeping track of Davari and Lolo's cults. I don't really.
Davari's not a cult, right? Isn't Davari's a proper religion?
That depends on your point of view.
Yeah, that really depends on your point of view.
Fine. If he says that out loud, Lolo's going to offer him a pamphlet again about her cult. Because if you're having trouble keeping track.
Anybody investigating the altar, I'll need investigation checks from you.
Yeah.
How about we assist each other?
I mean, Lolo's investigating from across the room, it sounds like. So she's probably doing more of a
Alan, you wanna
supervisor
assist
thing.
me
Like,
or try and
hey,
assist
you see that thing?
Sure.
Right over
I'm
there?
fine. You want me to go up to the altar? I'll go up to the altar. It means I'm going to fail the dex save for whatever the fuck's going to happen.
Yeah,
But I'll
exactly.
do
If
it.
you're going to be part of this, you need to be all in. Okay.
I'm assisting Talon here.
Okay.
Or Lolo, that'd be even better.
For an investigation check.
Yes.
I'm going to get a boo-boo out of this, aren't I? I joined just to get hurt. My feelings.
Okay, sorry. I was reading because there was a slight contradiction in what was happening.
No worries.
Oh, now I understand. Okay. So when you are you moving the lever at all? Are you touching the fist? Like how are you?
No, I'm just looking at it for now.
Just looking. Okay.
Yes.
What about the other two? Town and Fortunato.
Yeah, I'm just looking. I'm not trying to pull any levers.
I'm not pulling the lever. I'm just
He's just poking at it.
I was just joking when I said told
Oh.
Fortunato to go up there and get on
It's you, so we all took it seriously.
because I did it with such a serious face. You don't know my humor yet.
I mean, like
Yeah, not yet.
this is a very expensive and awesome looking carving of the Fist of Torm.
That's super cool, but Lolo at least is unimpressed because
Well, you don't have anything this nice in your church.
I don't have a church. I don't need a church.
Exactly.
We are above and beyond to the need for material possessions. Bring
How
it
big
on.
would you say this fist is?
Sorry.
Yeah, you guys can circle this thing all you want, but there doesn't appear to be much to see or do visually. Other than this is a pretty awesome effigy.
Right. I'm serious. How big is this fist?
It's huge. If the hand were open per se, it could easily fit a 7 or 8 foot tall person into the hand for size comparison.
Okay. I'm gonna stop fiddling around with trying to build a body pyre, and then we'll. And then can I investigate the handle and figure out what exactly if we were to pull it, what would happen.
You may roll an investigation check if you'd like, or I don't know, a wisdom check. I don't know. You're not entirely certain.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, well, we're all here, so do we want to just grip it and rip it?
Yeah, whoever's got good reflexes, I'll be over here.
I have all right reflexes. Crunk.
So when you do that, the giant fist kind of starts to rotate, and as it does, the hand just kind of opens.
I thought for sure you were about to flip me off.
The fingers stay together. Like it becomes like an open, like it's still clefted when it's open. So that, remember I said like an 8 foot tall person could easily fit inside this thing. Like it looks like if you roll a religion check, it's going to be like a 10. If someone can roll over a 10 with their religion check,
I'll do it.
I'm going to tell you, there you go. You're pretty convinced offerings to Torm would be placed inside of the fist that's now open, and then you throw the lever again, and it closes.
Okay.
Are they offerings of the...
What's that?
Sorry.
Oh, God.
With the 25, do we know what Torm likes? Like pizza or...
Yeah, is this the dead body type of offering, or is he one of them? One of them other types?
It specifies, it just says offerings to Torm or bodies undergoing rituals can be placed upon it.
Well, we were undergoing rituals with those bodies anyway. Let's hook one in the hand.
Okay.
There's one right next to me. I'll go.
Do you really
I'll
want
go.
to experiment in hell?
What's
Yeah,
that?
why not?
Yeah, sure.
How else will we learn?
I missed what Travis said, sorry.
I said, are we really going to experiment with this thing in hell?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Even.
It's what they do. I mean, I've been traveling with them for a while. You just kind of have to roll with it. You have to accept the fact that people have different views on religion and society in general.
Yeah.
No, I'm just glad that
elf.
I'm not climbing in that thing and asking Lolo to shut it on me.
I'm an elf, Madam Battle Nun. I don't have to accept any of those things.
Attachment to living is unnecessary and a chain. I will drag this body right next to me over and chuck it in the hand.
Okay.
The body right there. I'm gonna go pop him in.
Are you doing this by yourself, unaided?
I'm gonna start dragging it. If anyone helps me, they help me.
I would love to help you, but with my strength of 8, I'm pretty sure I'd just be more of a hindrance than anything else.
Well, if you're helping, I will confer a advantage for her on the strength check.
Okay. Yeah, I am helping.
Okay, thank you. Oh, it's a
Pretty
strength
sure
check.
Dabari has her forehead in her hand right now.
So I'm rolling for
it's
strength
the
with advantage.
Two weakest people trying to do this right now.
That's
Yeah, I
great.
got a 9 with advantage. I have a +0.
So, as you're heaving the body up with a
I throw my back
amount of
out.
effort, can you also please roll a dex check?
Oh, God. Huh?
Wait, so the sorcerer trying to do manual labor.
This is why we have you beefy folks around. Come on.
Right. So, as you do, your fingers graze the hand, and I need a charisma save from you.
Oh, goody. Charisma. I'm going to whiff it. Watch me. Or not. Okay, good. Or not good. What's more interesting?
You're going to like this.
I am? Yes.
You feel a warm sensation pass through your body, and you feel as if you have just gotten like a full night's rest ish. Your hit points are maxed. You have full hit points again if you have any damage.
No, I had taken no damage, but that's good.
No.
That's
The one
cool
person
anyway.
who wasn't in the fight.
I know, I wasn't in the fight. I feel bad. Oh, well.
There was no physical evidence of this happening. It's just something that happened. So it's up to you if you want to share the experience or sit on it. That's your life.
I just go, ooh. I feel fast all of a sudden. Ooh.
Ooh, that tickled.
Lolo, back up. I'm closing the hand now.
Okay. I'll back up.
So you're flipping the lever?
Yeah, once the body's in, I'm flipping the lever.
Okay. When you flip the lever, the hand again starts spinning back the way it came, and the fist closes around the figure.
I'm gonna like count to 10 in my head and then open the hand back up.
Okay. When you open the hand back up, the figure is gone.
Ooh. Well, let's see it in.
Lolo, I have a whisper something for you as well. Sorry.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna
voice.
Can I please have another voice in my head? I would love that.
Chester.
What?
I'm gonna go up to the hand and look for a secret door.
Like I've seen this show before.
I'm
Today I'm
not
gonna have to go.
entirely
So
sure how
I'll
to
talk
do
to you
that.
guys later.
Yeah, Chris.
Okay.
Oh, bye, Chris. I'm sorry. It's about that time anyway, isn't it?
How do I do that?
/W space and then whatever.
And then
you're
okay.
So, Fortunato, if you'd like to roll another investigation check, you may. Now that you've seen this thing operate, I will give you advantage. You still have no idea how the fuck.
I'm gonna be like, this is really dumb, and then I'm gonna climb into the hand and be like, Davari.
As soon as you touch it, I need a charisma save from you, please.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, when he gets up in the hand, Davari's like running forward.
18. Chester, am I charisma save? I think he's frozen.
I think he's
I
frozen.
think he's frozen too.
Yeah.
Points again.
You were frozen.
Me?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were frozen.
Damn it.
We got none of that.
Okay. So as soon as you make physical contact with the hand, a warm sensation of rejuvenation rocks through your body and all of your wounds are healed. You are at full hit points.
Yay!
Hey.
So I don't know if you had gotten it because you froze, but as soon as Louis had started climbing up in the hand, Davari runs forward to
Drag him out.
What are you doing?
Louis, no! Bad.
So, as you lunge to grab him, go ahead and give me a dex check.
a dex check.
Save just to check. Okay.
13.
Yeah. So you definitely hit the wood as you're doing so, and I need a charisma save from you as well.
Okay.
Oh darn! I accidentally am gonna heal. Yep, you totally healed us.
Jesus.
Rocking brilliant.
Nice.
Wait a second. Are you telling me that this thing heals you guys?
I am going to actually take slobber chops that's like in my coat and place slobber chops on the hand.
No, don't
Slobber Chops
sacrifice
also will need that charisma save as well.
Watch.
2.
Everyone's gonna make it, and then I'm gonna be like, "Oh, look, it's beneficial," and I'm gonna.
slobber chops is gonna fail. Watch. Oh no, slobber chops.
I just love
Slobber Chops
love it too,
also
'cause-
has been rejuvenated by the blessings of Torm's altar.
So what Davari's gonna say with Louis up there is just don't pull the handle. The other body disappeared.
Look, slobber chops is back. And just get clawed to pieces by slobber chops.
All right, guys, I'm gonna touch it. Ready?
Yep.
Should I like say a prayer to Corellin Raytheon? that make it bad?
I mean,
Yep.
probably.
Oh,
Wow. Fortunato touches the fist and nothing happens.
See, Torm's a racist. He doesn't like elves.
I think it's actually out of batteries.
Well, it probably took a lot to bring little slobber chops back. I mean,
Thanks a lot. Torm.
Dead.
we just had a really rough day.
He'll feel better after a nap.
He's super burned, but you can't really tell because he's always kind of looks like that.
He's always kind of scruffy. It's like there were lots of bear patches. Is
Were
he
we
okay?
were we
I
taking
can't
a
tell.
rest here?
I mean, we have the giant hando healing, so sounds like a good job. Maybe it'll recharge.
I don't know. If you want to take a rest, I can do the. Where is it? A prayer of healing to give you guys extra healings.
I mean,
Before
I'm feeling super right now. I could use some time for studying.
Before
Except for
anyone
there's
does
rats
that,
outside.
I'm going to hold on. I come over to Davari, and I point to apparently in the northeast for a curtain, and I say, "Someone's watching us," and I just nod in that direction, trying to be subtle.
Oh, you picked the most unsettled person to tell this to. That's perfect.
I know. I'm aware. It was you or Louie, and I flipped a coin.
Okay. So
Whoever was going to point and wildly go, "Who are you?"
All right. Over this way, like in this area.
Oh, you said northeast, Chester. Yeah, so over here.
So you moved around the corner there?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, roll a perception check and don't move any further.
While she's doing that, then I would.
You
go
have
and tell
advantage
Louie
this
too.
time since
Where's
someone
Louis?
told you there's something there to see.
And you said it was behind the curtain?
Yeah,
Before the curtain.
I would come and tell you too.
Oh.
I mean, I'll tell
since
everybody
God,
bit
the
by
curtain,
bit.
can I just firebolt the curtain?
You're not moving around anymore there, Lola.
Oh yeah, wait,
Go
I don't
back
have to
where-
move at all. Hold on, I don't have
go
to
back
move
to
at
where
all.
you were. Everyone
I'm
stop
going back to
moving.
where I am.
Everyone
I'm going back to where I am.
I know,
That's
but
where I was.
it's cheating.
Okay. Okay, but instead of actually physically going over, I'm just gonna start popping in people's heads and be like, "Louis Fortunato, hey guys,
Fortunato, knock it off.
there's something over here. Hey,
Yep.
find the,
So the only
curtain."
people who know these are
Is
here
sitting
right
behind
now.
the altar.
The only people who can see those right now are Davari and Lolo. And
Guys,
you see
What the fuck is that?
what
Spike
you
demon.
see. This is
Barb
the.
demon.
You see 3 humanoids that are in
Triplets with
Um,
red bandanas.
that are in black armor. And then behind them is something a little bit more nefarious.
Oh, one of those things that we
they're so cute.
Those
tried.
things.
Made them.
But
It's a spiky
we are
boy.
going to call it there
Okay.
Oh,
because it is after 9, and we already lost Chris for the evening.
okay.
So yeah, it's a good thing you guys figured out the altar before someone finally spotted your observers. Those hellhounds did more of a number on you than I thought they would.
Well, part of it was the surprise round, and because we kept
and their breath weapons just kept recharging.
Yeah.
It's a good
Yeah.
Chris had that shield, or he probably would have died.
Yeah.
He was taking like a quarter damage, Shayna, every time. So
Oh my god.
getting angrier and angrier.
Oh. Oh,
We
I'm
got
sorry, I
to
wasn't here
tease-
for it.
We got to tease Fortunato that he was afraid of dogs.
No.
Oh,
His secret
It's okay.
fear has come out.
puppies can be scary sometimes. Oh, look, it's all my drawings. I knew you loved me.
We
They're
discussed
still there.
them while you were gone, and we decided that those looked like your doodles.
Yeah, they're my doodles. They're all mine except for the slobber chops and Lulu on the sword.
those aren't
Everything
you?
else is no. Everything
those
else
are
is mine.
definitely like me with a mouse.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I did the elephant.
Yeah,
I'm-
you did the elephant, and then I did slobber chops because it was
Nice.
kind of a.
I'm on a trackpad these days, so it's going to be a lot less doodling. You'll be pleased to know.
Yeah, I actually finally put together my dining room table after being here for a year now.
Yay!
So I'm no longer like sitting on the floor in front of the couch or